In this video I want to show you how I play the Three Dog Night song out in the country. I remember listening to this song as a boy on cassette tape and just thinking it was so cool and the guitar sounded so nice and smooth, and never ever being able to really figure out what the guitar player was doing. So I'm going to show you kind of how I play it, what I hear, and hopefully it'll be of some help if you like the song as much as I do. Let me play through the introduction. Just three chords: an A minor 7, bar all your strings on the 5th fret, drop in your 3rd finger on the A string 7th fret, move that up 2 frets, and that gives you a B minor 7, and then an E7, 1st finger 5th fret the B string, 2nd finger 6th fret of the D string, 3rd finger 7th fret of the A string, and pinky on the G string 7th fret. Just like a C7 chord moved up. So that's the 3 chords. Let me slow down the rhythm. Part of the magic of this, I think, is a kind of a muted strum. So I'm going to play it up to tempo and then really slow down so you can watch my right hand, maybe emulate, if you like it, what I'm doing. Maybe you can emulate it. There's only 2 more chords in the verse, the song. One is an A suspended, and there's 2 ways to play it. I'm going to show you both. This is the way I prefer it, taking an F grip up to the 5th fret, barring the E and B string on the 5th fret, 2nd fingers on the G string 6th, 3rd fingers on the D string 7th, dropping in the pinky on the 7th fret of the G string to get the suspended, and then pulling the pinky out to get the resolved A chord. And it uses the same strum pattern. You can also get it by making a full bar, getting all 6 strings, and then 7th fret on the A and the G string for the suspended, and then back to a regular A major bar chord on the 5th fret. Either one of those will work, just whatever your ear seems to like the most. The last chord is a D7 suspended, barring A string through E string on the 5th fret, dropping in my 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the D string, my pinky up on the 8th fret of the B string for the D7 suspended, and moving the pinky down to the 7th fret to resolve it. And that finishes out the intro and the verse. Let me put all that together up to tempo and then slow it down. Now in the chorus, the song kind of shifts the tonal center to G. It starts with a G major, which you can grip in open position, 3rd fret. I tend to get the F chord, drop my 3rd finger down to the A string, put my pinky where it was on the D string. Both of those are on the 5th fret, and get my thumb to get the bottom note. That's the first grip. The second grip moves up the fretboard, and I bar D, G, and B on the 7th fret. It's a D triad. And put a C note on the bottom. That's the 8th fret of the E string. The third grip is a B minor 7, which we've already tackled, 7th fret, and then down 2 frets to an A minor 7, and then back to the G. Let's put all that together. Okay, while we're here, let's talk about the strum pattern. The strum pattern changes from the verse to the chorus, and this is kind of how I hear it. Slow. Finishing the chorus, you can go from this G to a D chord with an F sharp in the bass. I get it with my thumb. To a C grip with an E in the bass, which usually my ear doesn't like, but on this particular song it works pretty nice. So that's what the bass is doing. Then to a D, and then it goes back and repeats all that again. So let me put all that together. Little turnaround is just a G to an A to a C and to a D. Then it goes back and repeats the A, C, and D. Okay, before we finish, let me show you an alternative to the chorus other than the way I just played it. That's sort of the way I like to play it. But if you had another guitar player and wanted to have different voicings, or if you prefer playing an open position down here, this might suit you better. You can play the chorus by using the G chord to start it with. And then to get this D with a C bass, you can do that down here by barring G, B, and high E with your first finger, getting the C bass with your second finger on the third fret of the A string, and dropping your third finger down here on the B string on the third fret. So you get that nice same chord. It might be a little trickier to get to, but once you teach your fingers where it is, they'll learn. So you would move from to B minor 7, barring on the second fret, third fret of the B string, fourth fret of the D string, to an A minor 7, first fret B, second fret D, then back to the G like we've already done, and then repeating. Put it all up to tempo one more time. I hope you enjoy playing the song as much as I still enjoy playing it after a whole lot of years of listening to it. Thanks for watching the video.